Hey there guys, Misty here. Welcome back to another keto weigh-in update thing, video kind of thing. So I know what you're here for, so let's cut to that.
Ready? $374.6 pounds.
So I weighed in at 374 point something. I don't pay attention to the decimal. I just pay attention to the main number. So I am at the pound-ish, and not a surprise. I had anticipated more and went off plan this weekend. I refuse to call it a cheat meal because keto is not a test. It's not a diet. It's a way of eating for me. And I've been on it for almost a year. So I know I'm probably up a pound because of either going off plan or because my, I haven't been regular. I don't know how else to say it. So as far as eating last week went really well besides the 1 day off plan, which was a planned day off plan. So yesterday was Monday and I didn't film because I had a doctor's appointment today. You guys, if you missed last week's video, I talked about having some kind of weird symptoms right around the time of, like, on Super Bowl Sunday. So I went and finally saw him today. And it's been, what, Sunday was a full week? Yeah. Of course, his office thought I was crazy for waiting because they have 2 other doctors on staff, but like I've told my husband and like I've told my doctor, when it's something brand new, I want to see and talk to him. So I talked to him today. He doesn't think it was a seizure. Someone mentioned in the comments that they thought it was a seizure. I went and looked and I thought it was a seizure as well. But he is sending me for EEG, EDG, some kind of letters. Ironically, to the first neurologist I saw last year for the myasthenia. So he's going to run some tests to make sure my brain's acting the way it should, because my main concern is that I spent all of 2017 on an anti-seizure medication, and I've been off that seizure medication now for 6 weeks, and now I had something that was like really out of whack. So that was my main concern. I also asked him to check my electrolytes because I mentioned the leg cramps, and then I've been really tired. I haven't felt like the keto flu, like a low carb flu, but I have been so tired. Now, some of that might be a cute little gray kitty cat that has gotten into the habit of waking us up like at 1:30, mostly me, sometimes Rob, but she'll get on me and she'll like give me a kiss to wake me up. And I got a little scratch from her. I don't remember what side it's on, but yeah, anyway. If you notice any quality differences on the filming, I am actually filming on my iPhone. I have a Nikon Coolpix something or other. I have this camera that I've had for several years. The problem is the audio quality on this is shit. I mean, you guys can hear the crackling and stuff in it, and it's starting to get on my very last nerve. And there's no place to hook up a microphone. I do have one, but anyway, so we're going to try it on the iPhone. I know that it's a little dark, but hopefully I can play with that as I edit it in iMovie. So right now I'm in a holding pattern about the whole episode where I felt faint, I had double vision, and then every single muscle in my body started freaking out. So as far as eating goes this week, I've done really well. I have been filming our meals. Sunday, we didn't eat last night. I didn't share this really anywhere, but Rob lost his dad last week. It's been weird, and he and his dad didn't have a relationship. Like, he hadn't spoken to his dad in over 20 years, and his dad's been in really bad health. So ever since we were married, we've been married, what, 7 years, 8 years. So when we talked about it, every once in a while we would bring it up, and he was always on the fence about whether or not he would want to go to the service. So when we got the call from my sister-in-law was that last week? It's been such a blur. She actually texted me and told me, and then I had asked her if she told Rob. She said no. I was like, well, don't text him. He's at work. I said, don't call him, he's at work. And then come to find out she texted him. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it's been a really weird time. Like it's just been a really weird time. And anytime anyone dies, you question your own morality and, you know, not morality, mortality. And it's just been weird. So what does that have to do with eating? Oh, yesterday his work had sent over a gift thing for him. And that's basically what was dinner. And there was no reason to film that. So tonight we're doing our pre-Valentine's Day dinner. We're going to Saltgrass. They have a system at work where every department gets so many reward bucks and they can dole that out to different people depending on how good of a job they've done. And he has a gift card. So we're going to go to Saltgrass. And I plan on getting a ribeye, and I'll get a salad, and then I'll get like steamed broccoli or something to go with it. I also have planned pesto chicken, and what else did I plan this week? Probably ham steak. So anyway, hopefully I will have a weekly meals dinner for you. I'm hoping to put it up on Saturday. So Sunday to Saturday. I feel like I'm rambling. This video is so rambly, but it's because I really don't have much to say. My doctor is still really impressed by my weight loss, even though I lost 6 pounds last month, which I guess that's a little over 1.5 pounds a week. But like I said, I just want it to be faster. And then I get in this conundrum where I'm like, okay, I want a day where I don't have to worry about it. And so I take a day off and then I get back on it and, you know, keep going. I would really love to have some ketone strips. I have a Precision Extra meter. I had that a long time ago for my diabetes, but the ketone test strips are so expensive and insurance won't pay for them. So maybe someday. It's not really that important. I know I'm in ketosis because I can just tell by like the taste of things and the smell of things. I still have an aversion to pork chops. And I can eat bacon, I can eat ham, but the thought of a pork chop, And then it was chicken. So hopefully cooking the chicken in a sauce or something will help. I do want to do a special Valentine's Day dinner for Rob tomorrow night. Take like scallops or something. I put aside a little bit of money because we're not doing anything for Valentine's Day. And we normally don't anyway, but... So yeah, so going forward, I really am going to try to do keto as much as I can. I keep going back and forth. I really do keep going back and forth. If my electrolytes are completely out of whack and I need to go back on keto, then I'll go back on keto. If I can just continue with what I'm doing with the 0 carb, I would like to do that because honestly, it's so much easier. It's so much easier not to have to count carbs and, you know, broccoli and measure, and I can just eat, you know, 0 carb. You eat 1 to 2 pounds of meat a day. You eat when you're hungry, and that's it. And it's been working out perfectly for me. Like today I made some sausage and I ate till I was full and I didn't have to worry about tracking it, etc. You know, and I've already showed you guys that protein doesn't affect me as far as blood sugar wise. So I guess I just feel like I'm lost at sea and I really don't know where my head is right now. So I skipped out on therapy yesterday because I didn't feel well. Like I said, I've been really, really tired. I've been waking up at 10, like 9:45, 10 a.m. That's really late for me. Normally I'm up when Rob leaves and he leaves at 7. So, but like right now I'm just like, oh my gosh, I could go to sleep. So hopefully it's just my electrolytes and I can get that fixed. My goal for next week is to be under 370. I would like to be 369 if at all possible. It was funny because the nurse said, I was like, what was I the last time I was here? She's like, oh, you were 186. And I was like, don't I wish? And actually, I don't care if I get that low. I would just like to be, you know, close in my 299 by the end of the year. So I know this is going to be a long process. And my sincere hope is now that I am off insulin, that the weight will come off a bit faster. I do hope at some point that I will be able to add in maybe water aerobics or something, but I don't really hold out any hope for that. And I know you don't have to have exercise in order to lose weight on keto. I didn't go grocery shopping this past week. Rob did the grocery shopping because I think we had like 4 things on our list, and I was like, do I really have to get out of the car? Do we really have to, you know, pull out the walker and me walk all the way in for 3 or 4 items? But this weekend I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's really it. This kind of update is all over the place. So yeah, so thank you guys all for your well wishes and all your comments on the last video. Sorry I didn't respond to more comments than I did, but it's been a rough couple of weeks with my arms, especially like today. I haven't taken any of my medicine because I was going to the doctor. So yeah, so I'll have to take some more tonight when I get home from going out to dinner. So yeah, so thank you guys so much. I wish I had more to say, more to talk about, but I really, really don't. Some of you are probably excited. You can probably see where I had my glasses on. I put on a little bit of makeup today because I wanted to. I haven't worn it in forever. So I can definitely tell where my glasses sit on my face, but it is what it is. I have 2 non-scale victories. Let's talk about that. I can wear my wedding rings and they're like super loose, which is crazy. I haven't worn them in almost 2 years, and all my clothes are loose. So let me see if I can show you guys. This is a sweatshirt or sweater from Torrid that I bought for our trip last year when we went to New England, and it's I'd say this is probably a good 3 sizes. I think this is a 4. What is this? It's a 6, so I could probably fit into a 3 or a 4 at this point. So we keep meaning to photograph the clothes I have in a pile, but it hasn't been sunny enough for me to do that. I miss the sun. I think I'm suffering, like I think I'm in a bad spot with my depression. I think the whole thing with Rob's dad dying really just kind of is at the forefront of my mind, because Rob's relationship with his parents kind of mirrors my own, but I don't speak to either of my parents. I'm an orphan with living parents, I always like to say. But it just it puts me in that predicament of what will I do if? And that's not something that I want to have to think about. So, plus I'm about to be 40. Like, I feel like I'm drifting. I'm just floating, and I need some levity. Like, I've been thinking about giving up my Stampin' Up business. I've been thinking about I don't know. I haven't filmed card making or anything. I just feel like being sick the entire month of January just kind of killed the little spark of creativity that I had, and it's really hard for me to get it back. I have been working on organizing my office, and I have like half of it done. It looks amazing on one half of the room, and the other half looks like but that's to be expected because, you know, it takes me a long time to get stuff done these days, but at least I'm doing it. So did I mention the thing on the lung? I talked to my doctor about the thing on the lung, and he said he's like, don't think about it. He said if we scanned 100 people, 50 of those people would have something like that. He said it's not even big enough for a needle to biopsy it, so he said not to worry about it. So he looked me straight in the eye, and he said, don't think about it. And I was like, okay. So I'm just waiting to hear back. If it is an electrolyte issue, I won't have to have the brain scan done, so that'll be good. It's going to be a bit awkward to have to go back and see the neurologist that I never went back and saw. So anyway, hopefully next week I will be in a much better mood, a better space. Like I said, I don't know if it's as much mood as it is it's just been gloomy and cold, and I did this big thing for Rob. I told you guys I was doing a countdown, and there was something every day, and it was supposed to be sexy and fun and intimate, and I set the bar way too high for myself, especially this time of year when I'm sick so often. So anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Guys, let me know down below if you want to see any kind of videos. I haven't done a Foodie Friday in forever, but I don't know what I've made that would even be good for Foodie Friday, but you guys let me know what you want to see. Again, I will hopefully post our meals on Saturday. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really hope this video turned out, since I can't see what I've been filming. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.